Greetings everyone, and today I would like to continue my talk on spirituality, and today I received a comment. The comment was simply WTF. So what if I am talking here? So I told you that atheism, the term atheism, or this idea of not believing in God, came from a Western world, or from Europe, because Europe had developed their science, and they have some problem with their Western spirituality. And I know that Christianity is one big ambitious religion, and because this religion was so ambitious, it dictated many rules, saying that God created our universe and stuff within 7 days, and our Mother Earth is like 6,000 years old. But here in Asia we have the symbol for 10,000 years old, and some things are very old and ancient, and etc, etc. And we don't say that how to say, we don't have this big ambitious claims about Mother Earth. And Buddhists usually use term countless years, countless generations, and countless rebirths, and something like that. So so there's these Mongolian atheists, and it is hard to accept these atheists, because they became atheists after Buddhism. I mean, Buddhism is not this how to say, the monotheism. Buddhism is not a monotheism. It is a polytheism. You can worship to only Buddha. Also, you can worship to other these teachers. Usually these teachers are philosophers. And the reason why I don't like Buddhism, it is because this religion starts from this simply bad idea, simply bad idea about life is suffering. If you started something with a bad idea, this is going to this is not going to work. So you must start something with a very good idea, and go for this search for happiness. And usually in Asia, these gurus, lamas, and people who teach spirituality usually say that you must it's your journey to find the truth, or something like that. So becoming atheist and disliking Buddhism, saying I don't believe in all this stuff, is very strange. I can understand why there is an atheist in Europe, and why they having a problem with their this ambitious their religion. So speaking of this this monotheism, atheism, and polytheism, I think polytheism is a more polite religion. I mean, you can worship to your own private gods. There is many gods, and the ultimate creator is not the strongest of these gods is not the one who wants to rule everything. In monotheism, there's only one God, and this God don't want to share his power, and you don't worship to its son, or this family relative, or this other lesser deities. You must worship to the one and only true God. And here in Mongolia, only demon wants to rule alone, and usually gods work together to how to say, create harmony in this Middle Earth. But you cannot call, you know, our Middle Earth so harmonious and stuff. So in my previous video, I told you that in order to measure intelligence, there is, you know, simple test. The creature or human being must look at the mirror and must recognize itself. So probably you think that I'm, you know, joking. Every human being can, you know, look at the mirror and recognize itself. But there is, you know, this shamanistic test about it. So one person wants to, you know, study shamanism and become a shaman and etc. etc. And the shaman takes his mirror, and shaman shows its mirror and saying that, you know, this mirror came from a sky. It's descended from a sky. You know, very big, ambitious claim, and you know, the shaman also, you know, pointing at this mirror, and generally the mirror must be, you know, this plano or this flat. You know, there is a concave or convex mirrors, but the mirror should be completely, you know, this straight plano, so that, you know, the image inside the mirror is not disturbed. And the shaman asks a question. You know, this my mirror came from a sky, and can you see, you know, the Lord? Can you see something called Ezen? So you know, someone may you know, think, you know, this shaman might be, you know, crazy, mentally ill, and he wants to become, you know, his you know, how to say, student and stuff, and says, you know, yes, I can see this Lord and stuff. So the shaman says, are you sure? You know, this person says, you know, this yes, I can see him. So the shaman asks, how does he look like? And if you fail, you are not going to become my student, something like that. So of course this person is being, you know, catched, how to say, failed exam. Usually when you are looking at the mirror, you are looking at yourself, and you must say like, I'm sorry, I only see my image. So something that is called Ezen, or this ruler, is going to be you. And you know, since we are talking about the spirituality, I must talk about the body. And here in Mongolia, body is can be this term sachi. Body can be term himur. Also, you know, this you know, you have this you know, this himur is also called Zaya. And there's a term Ezen Hicheevel, Zaya Hicheene, and you know, the Tenger of good luck or himur is sometimes called the Zaya-ch Tenger or Zaya-ch Tenger, meaning this you know, some fortune or this good luck Tengri. So if the person or this, you know, yourself, the Lord, is somehow, you know, this good person or this hard-working person, this person should have good fortune. That's why we say, you know, Ezen Hicheevel, Zaya-ch Tenger. So since, you know, shamanism includes ancestor worship, I also can claim that this came from a God. This came from a, you know, sky, and you know, my ancestors are in the sky, something like that. So when shaman is claiming that her mirror came from a, you know, the sky, it's a simple claim, and people sometimes make a mistake when they claim something like that. And also shamans like to claim that they are sent by the Father Heaven to, you know, open the eyes and ears and of the people, and teach the right way, something like that. Since Father Heaven is going to be Father of all living, even everyone can claim that they are the children of son or daughter of a Father Heaven. So you must not underestimate the power of spirituality, and these great thinkers, or these atheists, or these scientific people seems to don't think much about they share same this space with the not so smart people, or so-called religious people, and smart person is sharing space with a bunch of not smart people. So you must be a part of a community, you must be a part of this big swamp. And spirituality is a very is like a fashion, and I don't think there is this type of fashion, but in Asia, I guess in Japan and Korea and in China, there is this some kind of a nerd fashion, and people are wearing such a big frames, and even without glasses, and simply thinking that this makes them good. And this type of idiocy, or this type of trend, is also in Mongolia. And when there is communism and stuff, and this this spirituality can travel to one place to another, and something evil, something bad can suddenly arrive in your country and sweep everything, mess things. And by the way, I also have this so-called rapist glasses. So there's one simple last question. This is going to be a spiritual item. This is used for Buddhist spell lamas. There are lamas that only focus on reading and chasing away evil spirit using their mantras, something like that. And also I'm having my grandfather's thunderbolt. This is going to be Spellman's thunderbolt, and this is going to be a thunderbolt of a medicine man. And this thunderbolt is quite heavy, and it's made from a metal. And if I'm going to sell these items, I will going to get more price from this copper thunderbolt. And this item has lesser spiritual value. So somehow some object can have a spiritual value. And actually, if you ask this logical question, which is weapon, of course thunderbolt all be looking believed to be a weapon, but actually this is going to be a true weapon because it's made from a heavy metal, and this is dangerous weapon. This is useless. This is just a religious item, but the price of this item is more compared to this metal item. Well, if you are a smart being, you must not underestimate the spirituality. Well, that's pretty much for today, and thanks for watching.